Can I be so real with y'all? I am so tired of doing the, hey everyone, it's Shine, welcome to my channel. I'm so tired of doing that shit because that's not really me. And I just realized it because I was about to start my video by saying that, and I was like, why the fuck do I keep saying that shit? And you wanna know why I keep saying that shit? Because I see other YouTubers say it. And I'm like, you know, when I started my YouTube channel, I was like, don't I need to say this to introduce my videos? And, you know, I just decided, no the fuck I don't. So here's the introduction. This. So, as you can see, I'm back with another look. I did another cloud look, and I made it different colors this time. It's eaten. It literally looks like an optical illusion. It looks so cool. It looks like I'm wearing like some super cool glasses, low-key. Like, if you think about it, it looks like my soul is peeking through my eyes. Yeah. All deep and shit. But I hope you guys are doing great. I have been like super great lately. I've been really in a good headspace, just taking care of me, doing the things I love. And I am so happy to be back recording videos and also creating art. I've been playing my guitar. I've been writing more. So I started this like little 10-minute a day challenge for like pretty much everything that I want to start doing. But what I've been applying it to lately is writing, because I really want to get back into writing. I really want to write books eventually. So I need to strengthen my writing skills, especially as someone that frequently copyrights. I need to strengthen my writing. So I decided that for 10 minutes a day, I am going to write. And it doesn't have to be fucking perfect. It doesn't have to be anything that I'd ever share, but I'm going to write for 10 minutes a day. And I've been applying this to many other aspects of my life too. I haven't worked out in a couple of months, so I've been trying to get back into my groove. I have not been on my shit, and that's okay. But I'm going to work out for 10 minutes a day. I only did it for 5 minutes today, but bitch, I did that. So a win is a win. A win is a win regardless. Like, a win is really a win. But basically, I got this philosophy. Why the fuck do people be trying to call me when I'm trying to record? Anyways, I lost my train of thought. After I finish recording this shit, I'm about to call my friends and curse them the fuck out for that. Why they made me forget what the fuck I was trying to talk about. Anyways, I got this inspiration from, I'm trying to remember. I think it was at Inspired to Write on Instagram. I saw them say they've been making it a practice for them to write 30 minutes every day. I was like, shit, that's a good idea, but I don't know if I could do 30 minutes. I'm gonna do 10. 10 is like a very small increment. You could even do 5. 5 minutes is better than no minutes. That's what niggas need to understand. We always think we have to do things for an extended period of time when we do it, or we have to live up to a certain expectation that's not even fucking realistic. When in reality, just doing it is an accomplishment. So yeah, celebrate yourself. What the fuck was my point? I'm all over the place right now. Don't get high before you film. I've been doing this 10-minute a day challenge thing for 2 days. Today's day 3. I haven't written yet, but I've been doing it, okay? I've been fucking doing it, and I actually am happy about it because I've been wanting to write more for a long time. Like, I keep constantly saying, oh, I want to write more. I want to practice writing more. I want to write poetry more. I want to just write in general. It doesn't even have to be poetry because I like all types of writing. But I keep saying it, and it's like in my brain. But I need to bring what the fuck is in my brain to real life. Like, I'm tired of visualizing shit. I'm tired of thinking about it. I need it to be real life. And like, even right now, like, this is real life. Like, I'm real life choosing to write for 10 minutes every day. And even the first day I did it, I loved what I wrote. It's so beautiful. And I think it's so deep. Like, I'm such a good writer. But anyways, I've just been tapping back more into the things I love, the things I'm passionate about, which is everything art, everything creative. And I've been loving it. I've been feeling super at peace with that. I've been feeling true to myself. The moment that I accepted that I was meant to be a creator was the moment that I realized I could be free and I could live a life that I want to live. True to say, I don't want to fucking live a life where I gotta live a life adhering to what other people want for me. Bitch, you're not living my life. And now that I think about it, like, it just sounds so fucking absurd for someone to tell me how to live my life and for me to actually listen to that. Get the fuck up out of here. My introductions are always so long, but you know, my tribe will appreciate that. So I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even fucking worried about it. The people who are meant to watch this, the people who are meant to find this, the people who are meant to love this, they're gonna love that. They're gonna appreciate my talkative ass. They're gonna appreciate that shit. And if you're still watching, obviously you appreciate it too. So thank you. Today we're gonna talk about fat phobia. One of my, I want to say favorite topics, but I also want to say least favorite because I hate that it even exists in the first place. Like, why the fuck does fat phobia exist? I hate that. I hate that for us. But I really want to open a space for fat people to talk about our experiences as fat people, because I feel like there's not many spaces for that. I feel like there's not much space for us to have a voice. Even in like the body positivity movement, we got pushed so far to the side that it's like we kind of don't even fucking have a voice in there anymore. And it was literally made for us and disabled people. And it's like now it's getting taken over by the you know who's, skinny bitches. So today I really want to talk about dealing with feelings of insecurity as a fat person, because I feel like this is an important topic that I never really see anybody talk about. I've noticed that on the journey of learning to love my body, love the vessel that allows me to experience life, I've noticed that I get insecure sometimes. You know, sometimes I still feel insecure about my body. Not all the time. You know, sometimes it's just a passing thought. Sometimes it's just a day. I think that we need to talk about things like that because a lot of people kind of feel like it's not normal to feel like that. And if you do, that means you need to do something about it, aka like lose weight. When in reality, it's like you can just feel insecure, but that doesn't mean you hate yourself, or that doesn't mean that you hate your body, or that you even want to change it. Insecurity is just a feeling. I feel like there's like no space for fat people to talk about feeling insecure in their body because we're expected to be confident at all times if we're choosing to be fat. People have this false image of what body positivity is supposed to look like for fat people, and it's really unfair. Body positivity isn't feeling good 24/7 and feeling positive 24/7, because that's just really unrealistic. It is completely unrealistic to not ever feel insecure. Like, you are a human being and you have feelings and they're real. It's like, since fat people started advocating for people to treat us like fucking human beings regardless of our weight, it's like now we have to be confident and we can't ever feel insecure, because if we feel insecure, then we're proving them right. I noticed that that is something that I was feeling for the past year or so. I've been feeling guilty for feeling insecure. So sometimes I would feel insecure in my body, and sometimes I still do, but a lot of times I feel guilty for feeling that insecurity because I'm like, I'm supposed to be body positive. I'm supposed to be body positive. I'm supposed to love fat people. I'm supposed to be an advocate for fat people. So I should never, ever look at myself in any way that is insecure, I guess. I don't know how to word that. But there's like this feeling that like I'm kind of complying with fat phobia if I feel guilty about my body, or if I feel insecure, or if I feel ashamed. Like, it feels like I am avoiding the truth. I feel like that's just like fat phobic rhetoric fucking around in my head, because at the end of the day, I grew up fat. Like, I've lived my whole life being fat. So I've heard so much fat phobic shit. I've seen so much fat phobic shit. I've internalized so much fat phobic shit. And I am spending my entire adulthood unpacking those things. But like when it comes to my feelings about myself, sometimes I feel like I don't have, like, I feel like there's little to no space for fat people to feel insecure without being forced to fix it or do something about it. Because it's like, once we feel insecure, people are like, okay, then lose weight. But feeling insecure doesn't mean we want to change ourselves. We're just human beings. A lot of people feel insecure sometimes. Like, skinny people feel insecure sometimes. I've seen them talk about it. And it doesn't mean that they don't love themselves. It doesn't mean that they feel like they're ugly. Like, they're just human beings. And fat people are human beings. I feel like it further dehumanizes us when people act like fat people can't feel insecure. It's like further dehumanizing us, because it's like, wow, we don't even get to feel normal feelings like everyone else. Just because I advocate for my rights and my right to be treated as a human being and to be treated fairly, that means that I can't ever open a space to say that, hey, I'm feeling insecure about my body today. That's not fair. Like, isn't body positivity being honest about how we feel about our body and recognizing our feelings and not ignoring our feelings? Because at the end of the day, ignoring your feelings, it never does any good. When I first started working out last year, I was feeling a lot of feelings of insecurity. I was feeling kind of insecure in my body. I was feeling like I wanted my body to change now, in a sense. And I would immediately dismiss those thoughts like, bitch, you bad. Imagine that. Imagine me feeling insecure in my body. Girl, you're a bad bitch. And true that. But there needs to be space for your feelings to be validated, because your feelings are not a part of logic. I hate when people say, oh, I don't think emotionally, I think logically. Everybody has emotions, but it is true that emotions and logic are separate. You know, like, emotions have nothing to do with logic. That's how we feel things, even though we might know that we shouldn't, because we have feelings. Like, we're human. Like, that's the human experience. Part of the human experience is feeling feelings and feeling emotions, which is definitely a double-edged sword, you know? On one hand, we can experience feelings and emotions, and on the other hand, we can experience feelings and emotions. Why? You know, like, it's like, on one hand, yay, like, I get to experience all these positive, wonderful emotions, and on this other hand, it's like, oh my god, I get to experience these horrible fucking emotions that make me wish I was never born. And, you know, that's the duality of life. That is just how life is. But we need to open a space for fat people to be comfortable enough to open up to their community about feeling insecure within their skin sometimes. It's okay. You're not fat phobic for feeling insecure. You are not wrong for feeling insecure. That's not to say, oh, you're supposed to feel insecure, look at you. Not like that. You are beyond beautiful. You are beyond amazing. I just want to clarify that. But at the end of the day, we have feelings, and you can't just force yourself to not feel them. They're feelings, and you need to acknowledge them so they can pass. We need to open that space for people to be able to express that and work through it. It's not fair that, you know, we don't really have that safe space. So I really want to open up a safe space for us. I really want to open up that safe space, because there's a lot of nuance when it comes to this conversation. I remember a few years ago, Lizzo, she had went on vacation. She was saying, oh, how she was eating mad unhealthy, and now she's coming back, she's gonna do like a little cleanse. Okay. I was like, okay, sister. Why the fuck the comments was like, oh, aren't you supposed to be proud of your weight? Aren't you supposed to be proud of being fat? It's like, fat people immediately get demonized for the thing that people are trying to constantly force us to do, for one. You know, if a fat person ever decides, hey, I'm gonna lose weight, a lot of times nowadays people be trying to like act like, oh, I thought you were proud to be fat. Just because someone's choosing to lose weight doesn't mean they're not proud to be fat. Doesn't mean they're not proud to be who they are. You can choose to lose weight and that be a decision for you. First of all, you need to make sure that's a decision. How the fuck do you say that word? Decision. You need to make sure that's a decision. You need to make sure that's a choice that you're making for you, okay? You need to make sure that's a choice that you're making for the right reasons and not because you want to be worthy or you want to be enough, because I promise you, you will never find your worth in a number on a scale. You will never find your worth there, ever. I promise you that. I just want to open this safe space for fat people because I know that there's not many safe spaces for us, especially because of how much people have flooded the body positivity movement. So many people that are not even marginalized or oppressed in any way taking over the movement. Now there's like barely any space for fat people to be vulnerable and be real with each other. So long story short, we all need community. That's what it all links back to. Community is everything. Don't let these motherfucking white people make you believe that community is not needed. Why would they tell us that we need community? Like, why would they tell us that community was important? Why would they give us that knowledge? They made it so that everybody feels like community is fucking stupid and that people should do everything by themselves and asking for help is weak. People think that way on purpose. You know that, right? Like every time I hear people say shit like that, it's just like, you know, you were designed to think that way for a reason, right? You were designed to uphold this system of colonialism, capitalism, and white supremacy, babe. Unpack that, okay? Unpack that shit. But yeah, like long story short, fat people need community. Everybody needs community, but fat people especially, we need to build community with one another. We need to talk about hard things. We need to talk about hard conversations, vulnerable conversations. And I know it's hard because there are a shit ton of fat phobic people always looking out for us and always looking to shame us for existing. But at the end of the day, baby, who the fuck is living this life? Like, last time I checked, you was living your life, right? So what the fuck does any random ass person on the internet or anywhere, what does their opinion have to do with your life? Like, how does that realistically, what does that have to do with you? Not shit, because you still a bad bitch regardless. And being real and being vulnerable is a superpower. I don't give a fuck. Being vulnerable is a superpower. People love to act like it's weak. Bitch, you're weak. You're weak if you're scared to be vulnerable. How about that? Anyways, I'm going to end this video off here because, like I say in every video, y'all know I could talk forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And I would never even get tired. Like, my mouth wouldn't even get tired after 200,000 hours of talking because I just love running my mouth. I just love running my motherfucking mouth. It's so beautiful to do. Like, it's so amazing. It feels so therapeutic just to let words spew out of my mouth. No matter if it means anything, no matter if it's just random shit, just feels so therapeutic. So cathartic even. Just so refreshing. So thank you for listening. If you're even still here. I know half of y'all niggas never even stay. But, you know, I'm not mad at y'all. It's long as fuck. I'll be talking for a long time. But as long as y'all get the essence of it. As long as y'all get it. And on that note, I hope you guys enjoy your day. See you later.